news. Obviously, we started out this morning with really a once-in-a-lifetime announcement with the new connectivity opportunity for West Virginians and the amount of resources coming in to really close the digital divide and put West Virginia in an even stronger position to compete. Part of our broader economic development plan, and I'm thrilled to be here today. We've got a lot of things we're working on in economic development. This has been our top priority. We've been working on it day after day after day. And when you have the big announcements like the broadband, and when you're partnering with the Trump administration, that makes a big difference to all of the counties across West Virginia. So thrilled to be here today and grateful for all the help from the legislature, the federal delegation, and our team. A lot of people worked hard on that. Today we're here for a different announcement, or this afternoon, and it's very special though. One that I hope has a lasting, positive impact on the state of West Virginia. As you know, back in August, we lost Justice Tim Armstead after a battle with cancer. Tim exemplified all that is good and great about West Virginia. He was a good and decent man of high moral character. And whether you agreed with him or not, Tim was always committed to upholding the law and maintaining the highest of ethical standards. Tim joined the court at a time of deep crisis for our state's judiciary, and his public service and personal integrity were essential to restoring trust, faith, and confidence in the judicial system. Now, I've been given a solemn duty and an opportunity to name his replacement on the West Virginia Supreme Court of Appeals. Let me start by saying that I don't think it's possible that we're ever going to be able to truly replace Tim. But I do believe that this appointment is going to serve on the court with the same integrity and the dedication to the rule of law. Through the appointment process set out by the West Virginia State Code, the Judicial Vacancy Advisory Commission received applications from 12 people, a lot of terrific candidates, across the state. And then from that 12, a list of 4 was forwarded to me. The commission interviewed the applicants, and they went and did their vetting. And then our team and my general counsel's office and I spent a lot of time reviewing his writings, talking with all the candidates. I take this process very, very seriously. This was not an easy choice. There are a number of highly qualified candidates, and I'm just thrilled with the caliber of people that we're getting in. But after speaking with each of these highly qualified candidates and having that rigorous, deliberative process, I can say to the people of West Virginia, I am very confident that your next Supreme Court justice will serve you honorably and with distinction. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce West Virginians to their next justice of the Supreme Court of Appeals, Gerald Titus III. Excellent. Let me tell you, Gerald came very highly recommended, and he's respected by his peers across the state. You know, he has a rich background both in the private sector and in public service. His background work includes stints at Spillman, Thomas, and Battle right here in Charleston. He was also an assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of West Virginia in the Violent Crimes Division. And he served on the West Virginia State Board of Governors from 2020 to 2024. His breadth of legal experience, his working in small firms and in large firms, representing both plaintiffs and defendants, I think that's going to serve him very well in the High Court. I'm also very pleased to say that he is accompanied here by his family, and they're in the back. I want to make sure I recognize Meredith, his wife, and his daughter, Nora, and I had the pleasure of signing Nora's cast just a few minutes ago. She's a terrific young lady. And then Brant and Davis. So I'm so happy that your family is here, Gerald. I have so much confidence you're going to do a great job on the Supreme Court. And would you want to come up and say a few words?
I'd love to. Thank you, Governor. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. First, I want to thank Governor Morrisey for the trust he's placed in me and allowing me the highest and greatest challenge and honor in my 22-year legal career. I'm especially honored to have been selected from among other excellent candidates. I have truly enjoyed getting to know the governor during the selection process. It's been a long time since I had a job interview. And I have to say, it was a rigorous process. More than that, I was heartened to witness firsthand how deeply the governor cares about our state's legal system and how seriously he approaches the appointment process. I also want to thank those from around the state who supported and prayed for me during this process. Please don't stop now. This is when I will really need your support and your prayers. We all know judges are called upon to make difficult decisions. This is especially true when a case reaches the Supreme Court, which is our state's court of last resort. I'm mindful that an appeal may be one of the most important events in a party's life. I look forward to applying my full legal abilities and training to reach the right result under the law. I am committed to the rule of law and applying the law as it is written. I believe it's critical that the court remain impartial and ensure fairness for all parties. I also wish to thank my colleagues at Spillman, Thomas, and Battle who have been incredibly supportive of this endeavor. I'm grateful to my parents. My father is an excellent West Virginia lawyer. He provided the best example of ethical conduct and professionalism that I could have hoped for. And my mother encouraged my love of reading and the development of my faith. Without them, I would not be standing here today. My wife and children are here today, as the governor mentioned. They provided tremendous support throughout this process. To my daughter, Nora, the child who has prayed for me every night for 2 months that Dad would get the job, you are my inspiration. To my son, Brant, who goes on a walk with me at 6:30 a.m. every morning and said to me, "Dad, go for it," or something like that.
No, it was the biscuits.
Okay, he said, "Risk the biscuits," and something he made up.
I don't know what it means, but it sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good. So that's what we did. So Brant, you're my encouragement. To little Davis, who hugs me no matter what, you're just pure love. And to my wife, Meredith, you have been my steadfast rock. You are a wonderful partner and mother, and I couldn't do this without you. Above all, I offer thanks to Almighty God for this opportunity and showing me this door and giving me the courage to take this first step through it. And finally, something that I'd like to say that echoes the governor's comments. As honored as I am to have the opportunity to serve as a justice, I wish this vacancy did not exist, and I know everybody feels that way. Our presence here is occasioned by the tragic loss of our state's distinguished Justice Tim Armstead. His presence on the court cannot be replaced. I would not presume to even try. But I do pledge to do my best to serve with the same utmost dedication, integrity, and humility with which he served. He provided an example to which all judges should aspire. I will forever be mindful of that. Thank you again, Governor. I look forward to the opportunity to serve with the other justices of the Supreme Court of Appeals, and I'm grateful for the trust you have placed in me.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be terrific, and you guys are going to be, you're very proud of your daddy, are you not? It's nice. It's wonderful to see the family come in today, and nice to have a chance to get to know you guys a little bit. So this brings to a conclusion of just a process that started with a tragic event, but I'm really very hopeful. I think Justice Titus is going to do an incredible job. We have full faith in him, and I really think the court is going to benefit from his wonderful expertise. So with that, I'm happy to take any questions that you may have, and any questions not about cases, we'll refer to the justice over here.
Governor, was there anything in particular that tipped the scales in favor of Justice Titus?
Yeah. I think we had a lot of wonderful candidates, and some who I knew, some I knew pretty well. But I will tell you that he just has a real breadth of experience. I mean, the other candidates were very highly qualified. It makes it very difficult for me through this process. But I think that his writing, I think that his knowledge of both the civil and the criminal side, I think it's valuable experience. And I like the fact that he had worked both in the private sector and in the public sector. That experience in the U.S. Attorney's Office, I think, served him very well. And then I just think that he's going to be very thorough in terms of how he approaches issues, and he's going to be fair. I thought that he was going to be someone who was going to really adhere to the rule of law and approach all these issues with humility and integrity. And that's what excited me about him. And I have nothing but great things to say about all the other applicants as well. I want to also take the moment to thank my general counsel and his team as well. Sean Whalen puts in a lot of time, and we work closely together. A lot of time that we sit and we go through the writings and we go through all the candidates because we're trying to get to the right result. So, but I just think he's the right man for the job, and thrilled to have him in place. Stephen?
I don't know if I heard it mentioned, obviously there will have to be a special election.
Sure.
As next year. Is your intention to also seek the run for election for that seat, to fill that term, which doesn't, of course, up in 2032?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. I intend to seek that seat. I look forward to meeting with the voters of the state of West Virginia. Something my great-grandfather always said was, show them who you are, boy. And that's what I look forward to doing. I want to meet as many people as I can, and I want to try to show them who I am, and try to earn their votes. Thank you for that question.
Other questions? From any of the TV stations back there? Should we go for third press conference? This is the first time I think we've done two in the same area, but I don't know. Any other topics? Anything else? All right, well, I want to say thank you all for coming. Congratulations to Justice Titus. This is outstanding, and it'd be nice to see the court back at its full complement. And thank you, and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Governor.
Absolutely. Now, I think, well, I'm sorry about that. We're going to do the official signing. So it technically was done last night, so we know just from in terms of the date. But we wanted to go through. What do you think, guys? You have fun? What do you think? How do you do? You do pretty well. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Governor.
Absolutely. Good job. Good job, guys. And pens for you, and we have one more. You guys are welcome.
Thank you, Governor.
You guys want to get the picture?
Yeah, we love that.
Okay. Where's Mitch? Well, we'll get one with us, and you're happy to get one